Welcome back. Welcome back. So, our regular schedule is 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. We didn't get to the 8 a.m. this morning. My apologies. So, here we are. It's the digital asset class. Welcome back. So, look, this episode is going to pretty much change the way that you think about money. Okay, we got to change the way that we think about money and really the way that we think in general overall. But um, I just saw that Donald Trump did his address to the nation, and I'm hearing different people saying different things, and I don't know if I agree with what the streets are saying. You know, I think we need to reevaluate how we look at this situation, and not okay. The world is gonna world. Okay, things are gonna happen, things are gonna change, but at the end of the day, this is a time where we need to be looking inward. We need to be looking inwardly um, about how we are going to take these next steps moving forward to make ourselves great. Make ourselves great again, or great. Period. So, um, and so this is a time where we need to rethink. We need to change the way that we think about money. Me personally, I offer NFTs, non fungible tokens, digital assets. That's the lane that I'm in. So that's where I specialize, and so um, that's kind of where we're gonna go about this. Economic redemption is um, one of the topics that we'll be speaking on, and getting paid. Okay. So if you've been waiting for a sign to move, this is it. Okay. The window is closing, and those who move now are the ones who are going to win. So we'll get into it, but actually I do want to go in on that a little bit. Those who make moves now are the ones who's going to win. Okay, the people who are speculating and talking about it and worried about what's going on outside of their own personal situation, it's a waste of time. It's a waste of time, to be honest. Things are changing fast, and if you're not thinking about making money fast, people talk about um, get rich quick schemes or whatever, but they never told you about the stay broke for the rest of your life scheme. You feel me? I got that from Myron Golden. But they never told you about the stay broke for the rest of your life scheme. Okay? So I think we need to rethink how we think about the buck. Okay? So look, the power of being early. The power of being early. I'm sure we've all been through a moment where we like, man, I should have jumped on that sooner. Let's just take Bitcoin for instance. We all heard about Bitcoin years and years ago. We may not have known what to do with it, or what it was, or is this real, or is this legit, things like that. But I bet you wish you got in early. You feel me? Real estate, same thing. Man, real estate was cheap back in the day. I wish I would have bought me a property or two, or some stock prices, things like that. It's always the same story. I wish I would have gotten in sooner. But the ones who saw the vision first, they sitting on millions. They became millionaires, crypto millionaires, or Bitcoin millionaires, or even billionaires, because took the they took the step. They took the step to move forward with the vision. And so that's exactly what's happening with NFTs right now. Early movers are already stacking wealth, and if you don't see it, you're gonna miss out. If you don't see it, you're gonna miss out. And so a lot of these things, a lot of these innovations and creations and inventions and things like that, a lot of time the mainstream media will like to demonize these things. They'll say, "Oh, well, it's just a trend, or it's just a fad, or this won't last long, or the market is gonna crash," or they feed you all this bull in order to keep you out of that industry. And the next thing you know, 10 years, 5 years from now, it's taking off, and all the early adopters win. Don't let them trick you out the streets. Okay, don't let them trick you off the streets or out your position. Uh, and the thing about NFTs, a lot of people just think that, oh, it's just a picture. It's not just a picture. It's ownership. NFTs represent ownership. And me coming from a biblical standpoint, we don't own anything. We don't own anything. Okay? We are managers. We are just stewards of the things that we are being held responsible to manage, to control, or to dominate, and to curate, and to make better. We're just stewards of these things. So yes, ownership is real, as far as you owning something is yours, whatever the case. But in the grand scheme of things, you don't even own it. You don't even own it. You're called here to manage it. And so let's just manage this wealth the way that we're supposed to do it, the way that God is calling us to do it right now, because he's calling us to manage the wealth. This is a wealth transfer. We are living in the day of a wealth transfer that is real. It said in the scripture, it says the wealth of the wicked is laid up for the just. Now, let me give you a quick little synopsis on, I don't know if I used the word synopsis right, but a quick little synopsis on wealth. Because a lot of people think that wealth is just money. Wealth is not just money. Wealth is spiritual. Wealth is spiritual, okay? Riches are material. Wealth is spiritual, okay? Wealth comes through knowledge, or I'm sorry, wealth comes through wisdom. Wealth comes through wisdom, okay? Which is an equivalent as well to skill. So when you are moving in wisdom, you're using your skill to as a resource. You're using your skills as a resource in order to take care of your family, feed the fam, or to provide, or to generate income, or to create wealth. And so right now, I'm on a wealth journey. I'm being called to lead a group of people into wealth creation. And this is people, you see all the posts and people talking about, and it's heavy right now. It's a heavy day in America, or in the world, where people are shining light on the fact that you gotta press forward. You can't let the naysayers stop you, or fear, or you gotta push through the fear, or the haters gonna hate, or you can't let the people get in your way of blah 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 blah, all these things, which is true. And so for somebody coming from a place of growing up around poverty, and in a city, I grew up in a city full of potential, just not the right resources, not the right knowledge, not the right wisdom being deployed into the mindsets of the children, which then would become the adults. So to go back to wealth is in wisdom, but then wealth is also in the people. Because let's just say you found a treasure chest full of gold and money and all types of riches and wealth, but you were the only person on earth, it would be pointless. You know, I mean, you'll be iced out, but it's like, you can't even what you gonna do with it? Nothing. Because wealth is in the people. Now if you have somebody else to share the wealth with, now now let's build on this. Now we can build on this. Now the wealth becomes usable. It becomes useful. Okay, now you iced out and you look good to this other person. Like, okay, I see you. Or, you can create. Okay, well, we got this wood. Let's create some covering. Let's create some safety. How can we be safe? How can we provide a level of security around what we're doing? And you start to innovate and you start to create, because wealth comes through people as well. So wisdom and people. Real wealth is through wisdom and people. So when I say creating wealth, the money is gonna follow. The money's just gonna follow. You feel me? But it's through wisdom, using wisdom to create the wealth, and also curating a community of people that can utilize the wealth and build on the wealth. That's what it's all about. So, and we live in a day where technology is permitting us to create on our own terms. NFTs are allowing us to have this ownership that we never had. We didn't have the resources back in the day to be able to own the way that we do now. Back, gatekeeping. They not, and let me tell y'all, we better jump on this ASAP before they do start gatekeeping again. That's why the time is now. That's why we have to be early. That's why early adoption is a powerful option. So the NFTs are also equity. They're also equitable. You can have equity in these NFTs and their value. So the earlier you tap in, the more you get out of it, the more value you get out of it, especially the NFTs that I have specifically created. Lower prices, exclusive perks, front row access to the future of wealth, things like that. And honestly, we got some huge things planned. We got some stuff that y'all would have never even thought that we got going on. And we are actually we're launching. As you can see, things are changing. We are in launch mode. So it's getting good. So what's in it for you? What is in it for you when you buy into my NFT collection? So you're not just copping an asset, which, we need them assets. It's not just an asset. You're stepping into the movement. You're actually positioning yourself into the movement. So you'll get all types of exclusive content, webinars, giving you $1 million worth of game, no pun, and everything you need to win, everything you need to succeed. Because the beauty of what we've created is that you use your own knowledge. You use your own knowledge and your own understanding to create the wealth. It's not something necessary. Like, yes, there are tools and there are skills that you need to learn in order to properly facilitate business using these NFTs. That's pretty obvious, but yet you could be a flower girl. You just love flowers, and you can utilize your love for flowers to incorporate and innovate with this new technology. You could be a tech person and you could just love technology and, use technology. You could be a sports person. You could love sports and utilize your knowledge of sports and incorporate it with the technology in order to create the wealth that you're looking for. Most people aren't where they want to be, no matter what they tell you. A lot of people do a whole bunch of this, but they're not really where they want to be. They just want to give the impression that everything is all good, because that's what, it's like a coping mechanism. They rather bump their gums than sit down and put their head down and get to it. And so, so you also get royalties and equity. Royalties on all my future music projects. It's an exclusive Premier Foreign collection. It's called the Premier Foreign Collection. You'll be hearing so much more about it. Assets that grow over time. You also get access to a community, a network of people who are all about leveling up. That's what we on. So the community is all about leveling up. You'll get in that group, be around like-minded people. That's what it's about, to get you in the right state of mind, get you, they say you are the what did I say? The difference, or the combination of the top 5 people that you hang around, or whatever the case. But you want to get around people that are like-minded. So that you can start having different conversations in order to level you up. And so it's not hype. This ain't no hype. It's real. But it's only for the ones who move first, because we don't got time for we don't got time for the people who, well, what about this and da and have questions. Do have questions. We have answers, and we have questions as well. But for the slow movers, you just gonna have to miss out on this one. This is for people that are like, okay, I'm ready. I heard one of my aunties recently say, yeah, we got to do something. They were talking about finances and things like that. And I just overheard her say, yeah, we got to do something. Broke my heart a little bit. You feel me? We got to do something. I said that in one of my songs. I said, we got solutions. We got to do something. But yeah, so we got solutions. We got to do something. You feel me? We got to do something. So that's what I've been doing. I've been creating a platform where average people can create wealth for themselves. People do all this top tier, top notch. What do they call it? A high value man, a high value woman, top notch, all of this and that. You need to be studying the average person. The average person needs to be studying the average person. How can an average person create wealth? How can an average person find the love of their life, or how can an average person create the relationship that they've always dreamed about? How can the average person pursue their dreams and become the best version of themselves? How can the average person, get in the state of the mindset of wealth? How can the average person curate the mindset of wealth? Things like that. Not this top tier, high level, whatever they talking about. You need to be thinking about, I'm an average person. We all are average people, no matter how you put it. Now, don't get me wrong. I am a genius. Don't get me wrong. I am a genius, but yet I am still a human. I am still human. I am not perfect. So therefore I've sinned. So therefore I'm subject to death. So that's all I'm saying. But so as far as the NFTs, there are a limited supply of NFTs. There are a limited supply of NFTs, and once they're gone, they're gone. Okay? And the perks for early adopters are unmatched, because that's what we're all about. We're all about bringing as much value as possible. Okay? So if you wait, you're going to have to pay more. Why? Because the assets go up. The assets grow in value. The prices go up. That's what it's supposed to do. So when you buy low, it's gonna automatically go up. So if you wait, you're gonna have to pay more. Simple. It's like Bitcoin. If you wait, you're going to have to pay more. And the market just crashed. Which what do they do? What do they do when the market crash? They buy. They buy. Don't get scared. Oh, the economy. Yes, there is a crash coming, but guess what? They're going to scare you. They're going to scare you into thinking milk. They want you to think about milk, the price of milk. Milk? Stop it. Stop thinking about the price of milk. If you're thinking about the price of milk, you need to change the way that you think. Because stop thinking about the price of milk. That's goofy. It's not about the price of milk. You need to be thinking about how can you just be thinking way bigger. You need to be thinking way bigger. If you think about the price of milk, you need some milk. And so how many times have you thought, I should have moved sooner? Like I said before, don't let this be one of those moments. Simple as that. Don't let this be one of those moments. And I'm just going to be putting out so much content. You need to stay updated, stay tuned. This is high level. This is how the average person can create wealth. This is how the average person can create wealth. This is how the average person can get a high level education. This is how the average person can double, triple, quadruple, 10x their income. This is how the average person can go from working to, to miracle worker. Okay. So it's not just about making money. It's about positioning. Okay. You got to position yourself to win. And so the ones who move first don't just follow trends. They set them. We some trendsetters, okay? We setting trends. I think I made a post about that on my X the other day. I said I'm gonna get out my head soon and start setting trends. For real, because I've been in my head for years, and I've been in my head for so many years, figuring this stuff out and dealing with the. I had to come back to reality. Let me let y'all know. I was in the future for so long. Back in the day, I was in the future. I was thinking about today. My whole mind was about today. I didn't even know. I did know, but at the same time, it was so surreal that I'm like, that by the time today came, by the time this day and age came, I was like, I've been here before. And that's why you can see the manifestation of the things that God put on my heart. You can see that I'm showing the manifestation of it, and so a lot of things are coming to light. A lot of things are coming to light for me, and it's like I had to come back to the present day. I had to come back to the present day, and so now that I'm in the present day, it's like I'm seeing that everybody. I'm seeing why he had me in my head for so long. And but yet I will say, don't be stuck in your head. Do not be stuck in your head, because I had to learn the hard way. Don't do it the way I did it. You do it. You need to take action on what I'm saying. You need to take action on what I'm saying in order to avoid being stuck for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. Because you will, if you don't, like I said, if you don't take action on things like this, when the recession does come, or if it's here, I don't even, you know what I'm saying? Whatever they say, prices going to continue to go up. Jobs are going to always be shaky. If you don't own your own business, or if you're not learning how to sell, or if you're not learning how to market, or if you're not creating a brand, or if you're not positioning yourself to, to leverage the money that you are making from your job, then you need to rethink how you think about money. You need to change the way that you're thinking about this bread. Okay? Your money is meant to make more money. You go to work to make money so that you can use the money that you make to make more money. Okay? That is what it's for. So, the promise is bigger than the product. The promise is bigger than the product. My NFT collection is not just a product, it's a promise of ownership, empowerment, and financial freedom. Wow. Yeah. This is about you. This is about you taking control, breaking cycles, moving different, and it starts with a decision. You have to make a decision. Okay? You have to make a decision, and it's scary. It is scary. It could be a little scary. That's another thing in your head. It can be scary. It can be scary because you get to thinking about the people around you. Don't think about the people around you. Think about your kids. Think about your future. Think about the strangers that you don't know that you'll be able to help. Anytime you ever gave somebody, like a homeless person more than just $1, you ever gave them like $10? That's a good feeling. And they love that. Somebody said, I was just saying, if somebody came and gave me $20, they an angel. Oh, were you? I'm just playing. But so it starts with a decision. So look, I built a website. It's called premierforeign.com. Go to www.premierforeign.com right now. You can go check out my website. I'm still working on the automations, to be honest with y'all. I'm doing this stuff myself. So I'm still working on the automations, but go ahead and go ahead and go to the website, check it out, and kind of just get a feel of what's going on. So the best opportunities don't wait; they move. Okay, so we do have a deal going on right now where the first 24 hours exclusive bonus webinar. It'll come with the webinar. Basically, you'll get access to the webinar, and I'll show you exactly how to maximize your NFT and turn it into a long-term play, but only if you move now. If you have any questions, like I said, the automation is messed up, so you can actually email me at create@enttvstudios.com. That's create@enttvstudios.com if you have any questions, if you're confused, because like I said, the automation is not fully together right now, but I'm right here. So if you have any questions, just shoot me an email, comment under this video, whatever you got to do, just get a hold of me, and we'll help you move forward with getting your NFT. So don't let anything stop you. The clock is ticking, and this is your moment. All right, this is your moment, literally. And so let's actually let's cut that. Because I'm having to my phone is blowing up right now. My phone is blowing up right now. I might get live. I might go live again soon, like tonight. If not, then I'll just keep posting. But y'all go check out the site, www.premierforeign.com. Appreciate y'all for showing up, and yeah, we'll be keeping in touch. Y'all stay up, stay blessed, and stay tuned.